Hello, my name is Peg Forbes. This is my husband, Jim Forbes. We are from the First Presbyterian Church in Evanston, Illinois, and we are very proud members of the Bright Stars organization. It was 24 years ago that I first came here to Bethlehem to play handbells with my church choir, and we brought them to Mitri Raheb's church, the Evangelical Christmas Lutheran Church. We taught the young people there to play handbells and had the first handbell choir in Palestine at a New Year's Eve show. I was so impressed with Mitri at that time because of his vision for his people, the Palestinians, both Christians and Muslims, that they would have a hope to have a better life here in their homeland. And he would point across the hill from the church and say, someday there will be a school and a wealth center and a health center for the elderly and for the very young and for families and even a college. And now, 24 years later, we are standing at Dar al-Kalaba, which has become this amazing university for all of the people of Bethlehem. I came back again in 2009, 10 years later with my husband, after our daughter had died. And she was an amazing girl who loved the arts. And I remembered specifically how for Mitri, this would become a college of the arts and the culture, which would give voice to the people of Palestine and give them hope for their futures, that they would find jobs and have a way to be able to have their stories told. And I felt God calling us to say, this would be the way to make a great blessing out of the tragedy of our daughter's sudden death. And so with the help of Nuha Kuri, the dean at the time of the school, we established a scholarship in our daughter's name. And ever since then, we have tried as many times as we could to come back to Bethlehem to meet the young people, because I said to her even then, I said, you know, I want this to be more than just a scholarship and hope for these children, but I want to meet them. I want to meet their families. I want to find out who they are and what their dreams are and what they hope to do with their college education. And so we have come back many times and met with these young people. And it means so much to us because they are so welcoming and they are so loving and so appreciative of what we are doing in promoting the scholarships and the education of the young people here. But you know, in many ways for us, it is as great a blessing as it is for them, especially getting to know them because they are amazing young people. So after we had set up the scholarships for the young women, we said that one of the things that was important to us was not just that the students get the scholarships and know where they were coming from, but also that we might get to meet them so that we would be able to see how their dreams and what they were hoping for were taking place, and that we wanted to come and visit in Bethlehem to meet the families of these wonderful students and to be able to talk with them and see how things are going in their lives. So it was a great joy for us to come back, you know, almost year after year, every couple years after 2009 when we met Angel, the first recipient of Kimberly's scholarship. And their families were just so wonderful. They invited us to their homes. They fed us this marvelous Palestinian hopefulness and love for others. It was just transparent, and it gave us such joy because we knew that despite our loss, what we had created was a wonderful dream, and that these young people would have hope for their future, to be able to meet their dreams and to go on and have lives that were fulfilling for them, as we hope for our children in America and everywhere. That's what all parents want for their children, is that they have a life that allows them to fulfill their dreams. Excuse me. So this year we came back once more for the graduation, and I wish you could have seen the joy and the family fellowship in that time when all these young people were graduating, whether it was in a culinary school or the fine arts school, or so many different ways that Mitri has been able to bring this dream of the arts and culture to life, in jewelry making, filmmaking. The film school children have won awards all over the world and are able to meet their dreams that way. So this year when we came back, we had contacted several of the students that we had hoped and helped before. And Jim wanted to tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, we have been here for a week, and it has just been the most joyous occasion for this week for us. We've met 4 families. We spent a day, almost a day, with each family as we talked about their hopes and their dreams and their family life, and they fed us like crazy. And so, I'd like to tell you the story of one student, Micheline, and we sat down with her family, and her father said that she never would have gone to university if it hadn't been for our scholarships. So that just warmed our hearts thoroughly. And so now this particular woman is working at Dart Kalama, so her dreams are really, spot on, since our scholarship gave her that opportunity. And this is what we want. This is what we want for all our scholarship kids, is to see a dream, see a hope, see a light beyond in the tunnel, and not just darkness of, life here in Palestine. So it's been extremely rewarding this week.
Every time we come back, it just lightens our hearts to see the way that these young people thrive when given the chance to have hope for the future, which is exactly what Mitri had wanted 25 years ago, even as he was dreaming about what might happen. To be able now, through the college, to meet those dreams and to find a way to get their voices heard, to paint, to make jewelry, to be in a culinary school where they could even have their own restaurants or become restaurateurs. We feel that this is an amazing way to honor both our daughter and now our son with a scholarship, to a sense that our world is connected, that we all as individuals want our children to have more perhaps than we did, to be able to meet their dreams and to have hope for their futures. So we really would encourage all of you to give as much as you can to this wonderful place, because Dar Kalama, under Mitri and his wonderful staff of people here, have just created a real, it's a hopeful place. And if you could see the children, we were here for the graduation this year, and if you could have seen the children and their graduations are so joyful, and the families are so happy that they are getting this opportunity. And for us, that is a great blessing as well. So please give generously, give often. If you can support a scholarship, I can tell you it is so well worth it. And even beyond that, to be able to come and visit these people and to see their magnificent, how they partner not only with us and with their children, but their families are such amazing people. So do give to Dar al Kalima and to Bright Stars Bethlehem, which is the American place that allows us to give more. And thank you so much.